What's up, my friends? Welcome to another video. I'm Rob Stuart and I'm here to help you get your skin and your overall health back on track. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you guys my morning fat bomb drink recipe for better skin and healthier hormones. So lately I've been playing with having some caffeine-free days and some caffeine-free weeks, and I really love the ritual of my green tea or my latte with tea in the morning. And so I need something to replace that ritual so I can get my morning started off the way I like. I wanted to create a concoction that had no sugar, very low carbs, tons of super healthy fats that my body digests and assimilates very well. I wanted to throw in some adaptogens if I could, and I wanted to be caffeine free and have the ability to actually produce energy and change the way my body feels after I drink it. Meaning, I don't just want to drink this thing and feel nothing. Like when I drink my green tea matcha latte, I want to drink it, have the ritual, and actually feel something. This drink I made does the trick. Here's the recipe. Okay, so here is a list of the ingredients. Basic, super basic MCT oil from Whole Foods. Again, I'm just going straight to Whole Foods and getting stuff, so you can find this stuff anywhere. This is organic maca powder, and the key for this one is, where is it? There it is. It's gelatinized. In my opinion and experience, the gelatinized maca makes it much easier to mix, digest, and assimilate. I actually like the taste better too. And the third ingredient is raw egg yolks. I get these things from Whole Foods as well. You can also find pasture raised, which means the chickens are out foraging for their own food under the sun, eggs wherever you want, and that's the type of yolks you need for this recipe. All right, let's get to the recipe. Now for the recipe, you can use any glass you want. It doesn't have to be a fancy glass like this. First things first, I'm doing 3 egg yolks, 2 of them popped. That's no big deal. They're all gonna pop. Next item is the MCT oil. You can do 2 tablespoons. Boom, there's 2.5. Boom. There's 3 for me today. I do somewhere between 2.5 tablespoons and 4 tablespoons, depending on the rest of my daily diet for the day and my caloric diet intake needs. Next up is the maca powder. 2 scoops of this per day, tablespoon number 1. And I'll only be doing 1 drink today, tablespoon number 2. You can begin to stir. At this point in your mix, some of you may want to add a little bit of water. It makes it a little bit easier to mix and a little bit easier to guzzle down. So back to mixing. It's ready to drink now. Warning, at this point, there are chunks in here. And the taste is a combination of, for me, like a little bit of eggnog graham cracker type of thing. So I enjoy the taste. I like it chunky and funky. Some of you might want to take this to another level by adding a little bit of ice and blending it, or just blending it so that it's ultra smooth. But again, I don't mind it like this. You can also just mush it against the sides, and you know, eventually it all is gonna go down. And I don't worry about the little clumps and bumps that happen on the side. And here's a side note. Some of you might be asking, Rob, I thought you don't like to recommend any supplementation at all, and I generally don't. I can tell you the 2 supplements, and I don't even call them supplements, they're just food, but they are processed that I do like to use, and that's matcha green tea and maca. Crazy, they kind of have the same name, start with the same letter, and those are the 2 that I use. Also, I think trufala is great, but generally that's it. I don't really use any other supplements, I don't use any other herbs, I don't really use any other powdered anything, because I've tested it all for myself and it just doesn't work well. But maca for me is amazing. I don't mind the taste. Of course, the egg yolks are just delicious. That's a little bit like cake batter right there with the MCT. Wow, if you look at that, kind of looks like peanut butter. It doesn't taste like peanut butter. But there's my drink. And it's pretty darn good. I just like to gulp it down into one. Boom. And in about 15 to 20 minutes, as that circulates through my body, the cholesterol from the eggs, the MCT oil, the adaptogenic maca all will hit me. And for me, it actually feels a lot like caffeine. It's just smoother and I feel more physical. Sometimes when you have too much caffeine in your body, you kind of get a little bit like wanting to do a lot of stuff, but you can't really follow through, where this is a lot more smooth. I don't have the ups and downs, and I can get my brain really rolling, but then the behavior will follow because it's so much more smooth and it's not all jittery. So I may not have caffeine ever again because this guy is such an amazing way to start my day. Give it a try. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Remember to leave your comments and questions down below. Don't forget to subscribe and share. For those of you looking to get a hold of me to become one of my skin health clients, there's a link in the description box for a consultation. There's also links for Skinessa. There's also links for the 3 Phases workbook, which is the step-by-step guide for healing your skin that has pretty much, you can also find me on Instagram as Rob Stuart. I will be starting to post almost daily there coming up next month. I do share a lot of information already. The crowd and the community and the following on Instagram is growing, and it's got a slightly different tint to it than I do here on YouTube. So if you're looking for more info and content from me, check out my Instagram. It's Rob Stuart. Much love, guys. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. Peace. I generally do one of these per day. The amount of egg yolks that I take in differs. Sometimes it's just 1, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3. Many times I'll have this drink twice per day. The caveat to that is, though, I do not change the overall amount of maca that I use per day. So if I use two of these drinks, I use the same amount of maca distributed equally for the full day, not 2 doses of the maca, because the maca, I like to keep it small because it's an adaptogen and it's powerful,